Citing a lack of progress with denuclearization, President Trump calling off Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's trip to North Korea, tweeting, quote, "I have asked Secretary of State Mike Pompeo not to go to North Korea at this time because I feel we're just not making sufficient progress with respect to denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. Additionally, because of our much tougher trading stance with China, I do not believe they are helping with the process of denuclearization as they once were, despite the UN sanctions which are in place," he puts in brackets. Secretary Pompeo looks forward to going to North Korea in the near future, most likely after our trading relationship with China is resolved. In the meantime, I'd like to send my warmest regards and respect to Chairman Kim. I look forward to seeing him soon. So he ends on an up note. Joining us now to react, Steve Forbes, Forbes Media Chairman. Great to have you here, Steve.
Good to be with you.
Listen, when he came out of that summit in Singapore with Chairman Kim, it was all, you know, hands raised, we've done it, we're on the right path. There was a lot of skepticism, and it appears that skepticism is well-founded. Confirmation that perhaps North Korea is not making the steps that we'd like to see them make.
I think at the time, no one really thought the thing had been resolved. The process had started. And the saving grace in all of this is, unlike previous presidents, this one won't feel the need to show progress and therefore make concessions in advance that he shouldn't make. He'll walk away. Remember, before the first summit, he walked away. So, in effect, he's having Pompeo do the walking away this time.
Well, and the bottom line is we know Russia is continuing to help out North Korea. There's no doubt about that, and you can't stop them from doing it. He does mention China, suggesting that perhaps they're slipping back into their old habits on helping out North Korea, even though they haven't, they've kind of stepped away. But the trade tensions may have fueled some of that. They're upset with the U.S., and so perhaps going back to helping North Korea. Do you believe that?
I do, but I think the Chinese also know that this president won't hesitate to hit him again instead of backing off. So we hope these negotiations now going on in Washington will start to get the ball rolling on resolving this thing. I've made the point, and others have made the point, that if you could magically wave a wand and get rid of all these trade tensions, have trade agreements, market would go up 20%.
Wow.
5,000 points.
5,000 points. That's all it takes. Just take care of talking of which.
Because the economy otherwise is doing well. Profits are up. Jobs are being created.
It's booming.
Wages are starting to rise for the first time in memory.
What did you think of the Fed's assessment today? It was kind of dovish. I mean, from the market point of view, great. Everything's looking good, says Jerome Powell. But we're going to take our time raising rates. It was perfect for the market.
It was, and one of the things you have to watch out for the Fed, they believe they can guide and control the economy. And they have this strange theory that prosperity causes inflation, that if your pay is going up, you are overheating. They talk about an overheating economy. So your pay goes up. Oh, my temperature's going up. I've got to cool off. Throw me out of work. It's a strange thing. So we got to watch the Fed to make sure they just stand aside, let the economy take its course.
I want to change gears completely here, but I do have to ask you about Senator John McCain, who announced he's going to stop taking treatment now for his battle with brain cancer. I'm sure over the years you've had your conversations with Senator McCain. What would you tell me about him?
He is what you see. A brave man, an outspoken individual, doesn't hesitate to go against the grain, doesn't hesitate to go against the powers that be. And he demonstrated that in wartime, and he demonstrated that in peacetime. A rare man in that sense.
Did you meet him many times, Steve?
We did. We competed in 2000.
Of course you
unfortunately, he did better than me. So,
but he was gracious about it.
He's always been gracious. After the fight, he will fight fiercely. He sometimes has a temper, but he always, at the end of the day, shake hands and move on to the next.
Very good. Steve Forbes, thanks so much for being
great
here
man.
On this Friday.
Great man.
Yes, very much so. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.